everyone, welcome to the Tax Bill. I am Eniola and I'll be talking to you today about value-added tax. Recently, a friend shared his concerns as to why you always have to pay value-added tax every time you purchase goods from a store. He was of the very strong opinion that this store was making profits from his purchases, and as such, this store should pay value-added tax or any other taxes related. His position is, however, not entirely correct. This is because value-added tax is a tax levied on the supply of goods and services and not on income or profits. As the name implies, value-added tax is levied at every value-added stage of a transaction or a product, which means that the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the retailer, and my friend the final consumer are all required by law to pay value-added tax. There is, however, a catch, which is that the manufacturer, the wholesaler, and the retailer are allowed by law to transfer their burden of value-added tax onto the final consumer. Allow me to explain further. Imagine with me that Mr. A owns land and is in the business of selling trees. He decides to sell a log of wood to Mr. B for 500 naira. Now, Mr. B is required by law to pay value-added tax of 5% in addition to this 500 naira. In effect, Mr. B pays Mr. A 525 naira. Mr. A is now required by law to remit this 25 naira to the tax authority. Imagine that Mr. B also decided to process this wood and he carved it, deciding to sell it to Mr. C for 1,000 naira. Mr. C is required by law also to pay value-added tax of 5%. In addition to this 1,000 naira, in effect, he pays Mr. B 1,050 naira. You would recall that Mr. B earlier paid Mr. A 25 naira as value-added tax. He is now allowed by law to collect his 25 naira from this 15 naira paid to him by Mr. C as value-added tax. In effect, Mr. B is allowed to remit 25 naira to the tax authority. Now Mr. C fashions this wood into a magnificent chair and decides to sell to Mr. D for 1,500 naira. Mr. D is also required by law to pay 5% VAT in addition to this 1,500 naira. In effect, he pays 1,575 naira to Mr. C. You would recall also that Mr. C paid 50 naira as VAT to Mr. B. He is now allowed by law to collect 50 naira from the 75 naira paid by Mr. D as VAT to him. In effect, Mr. C also remits 25 naira to the tax authorities. Now, let's do a little calculation. Mr. A remitted 25 naira, Mr. B remitted 25 naira, and Mr. C remitted 25 naira, which equals 75 naira. You would realize that this 75 naira remitted to the tax authority is the same 75 naira paid by Mr. D for the transaction. What this means is that the final consumer, Mr. D in this case, bears the entire VAT burden of everybody in the chain of supply. What this means is that in a VAT transaction, any person who stops adding value bears the entire burden of the tax. Thank you for listening to us. We look forward to seeing you next time.